Yes, yes, yes! The Philadelphia Phillies sweep the Minnesota Twins out of Minnesota and take this game 7-5. Now, to start this game, I was completely pissed off because Andrew Painter went out there and he gave up 4 runs on a grand slam in the first inning. And I was like, oh, here we go. But no, the calmness after the score was 5-0 for the Phillies to just go in and give patience and go out there and come back and show the adversity that they did. I have to give props. And it all started with that big 6th inning. And it all started with Kyle Schwarber getting on base, drawing a walk. Bryson Stott getting a base hit. Bryce Harper getting a base hit. Luis Ariz getting a sack running. And then up to Alec Bohm hitting a clutch, much needed 3-run home run to cut the lead to 5-4. That was much needed for Alec Bohm because I've said all year long, I've complained about Alec Bohm with runners in scoring positions because I most 100% almost guaranteed know that he's never going to come through clutch. But there's always that 1 minor percent chance that he does. And in that moment, he did. He just got it over the fence, just stayed fair, and cut the lead to 5-4. But that wasn't all. In the 8th inning, after Bryson Stott flied out, Bryce gets on. Luis Ariz hits a ground rule double, goes over the fence. And then, boom, sack fly. Cuts it to 5-5. And then the bases get loaded after they intentionally walk Brandon Marsh. And Brian De La Cruz, are you kidding me? Gives us the 2-run lead. Let's go, baby! That is the good contributions you need when you get guys like Derek Hill and like Brian De La Cruz and like Edmundo Sosa that are going to give you the guys, the role players that go in and give you hits like that. That's much important because you know the guys like Bryce and Kyle and Trey and Realmuto and all the rest of the guys, you expect them to come through. But when the role players come through, such as Sosa and De La Cruz and Derek Hill, that's truly what you need. And then the bullpen shutting the door down. Brooks Raley doing good because he struggled in his first couple appearances with the Phillies. And then to Yohan Duran, just closing the door down. He did put 2 guys on, but then he just went in with a calm delivery and the presence facing his former team. So he expects to do good and you expect him to get the save. And what does he do? He gets that save for you. And he gets you his 26th save of the year, dropping his ERA to 1.66. Wow, what a performance by the Fighting Phils. And now they're a half a game, I believe a game up on the Diamondbacks for the final wild card spot. And you know, let's keep this crap going. You know, they got the Marlins tomorrow. Christopher Sanchez is on the mound. Hopefully he goes in and deals and delivers and strikes all these Marlins guys out. You out, you out, you out, you out. Then you got Zach Wheeler and then followed by Aaron Nola, knowing that the Phillies go against the Marlins. You know, it's a rivalry, division rivals. You got to go in. The Marlins are going to be no slouch. They're trying to fight for a wild card spot as well. So you have to go in and you have to deliver. And I think the Phillies, there's 35 plus games left. You have to go in every single game like you want it. You have to play like it's your. It's kind of like when a grizzly bear is chasing you and you have to get away. You have to be able to do everything you possibly can to get away from that grizzly bear before he attacks and kills you. That's what the Phillies have to do. They have to play every single game like this is their last in order to make the playoffs. And this series win and this series sweep was a right step in the right direction. Now it's just if they can go and do it against the Marlins. If you can take 2 out of 3, a sweep would be nice, but take 2 out of 3 from the Marlins would be very, very good. Now, Trey spoke yesterday about him fouling the ball off his knee, and he said he's okay. He expects to be back in the lineup within the next day or so. So that's one thing to keep in mind. He's got to watch with his knee moving forward. But one thing I'm going to be looking for is that Trey Turner has to come through clutch as well, because we paid him a lot of money as well, and he hasn't necessarily lived up to that hype and expectation. So he's going to have to be one of the key factors in the Phillies for the Phillies if they want to make the playoffs. Him, obviously Kyle and Bryce, and the other guys. Your big guys are going to have to be the biggest contributors, along with Christopher Sanchez and Zach Wheeler, because you know what you can get from them. And then you have to see what happens and go from there. That's all for today, guys. Remember, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, smash that ridiculous thumbs up button right there at the top. Let me know in the comments what you think, what your latest thoughts are. What do you think of the Phillies sweeping the Twins out of their own ballpark? What do you think of the Phillies getting this win? How do you think the Phillies will play moving forward? And by the way, follow me on my Spotify at the Code Red Philly Sports Talk, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, as always, in the link in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time on the Code Red Philly Sports Talk. Go Phils, baby!